The real reason Egypt is moving its capital. Just outside Cairo, a new administrative capital is rising. It's sprawled across a desert, 4 times the size of Washington, D.C. With 270 square miles in area, it's expected to house 6.5 million people. The new capital will have Africa's tallest building and a crystal pyramid. There will also be a disc-shaped palace for the current president. However, the people of Egypt aren't too pleased. The estimated cost of the new administrative capital is $59 billion. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi has pushed this project forward. It's the grandest of his mega projects. It was meant to attract investors from around the world. Instead, the project has dragged Egypt into poverty and debt. Foreign investors have mostly stayed away from Egypt. They were deterred by the military's tight grip on the economy. The International Monetary Fund has given Egypt 3 loans. In the past years, the loans totaled about $20 billion. Majid Mondour, an Egyptian political analyst, said,
"The president is borrowing money from abroad to build a massive city for the rich."
Poor and middle-class Egyptians, he said, are paying the price. Their taxes and subsidy cuts are spent on the president's dreams. Egyptians have paid for el-Sisi's ambitious projects before. In 2015, he rushed through an $8 billion extension to the Suez Canal. It was heralded as the rebirth of Egypt. However, its revenues are far below the original projections. El-Sisi has faced criticism, even from his supporters, but he insisted they go ahead with the project. The government promised millions of jobs by building a new city, but most of the jobs created so far are low-paid construction gigs. The new capital was supposed to offer housing for millions. That is relevant, given that the population of Cairo is over 20 million. In 2016, 27.8% of the Egyptians were living in poverty. 18% of them were in Cairo. Cairo has one of the lowest living costs, but very high food prices. There are 289 slums in the capital. The government has built 8 new cities in the desert around Cairo. Each time they claimed that the goal was to alleviate overcrowding, but most of the housing there was too expensive. None of the cities provided public transport. Many of these cities remain only partially inhabited. They haven't solved Cairo's poverty and overpopulation problem. The new administrative capital is only 31 miles from Cairo. It's expected to accommodate 40 million people by 2050. The residential district in New Capital is about 67% of its total area. It will consist of 4,000 villas and townhouses. As for the residential buildings, each will consist of 8 floors. Each floor will have an area of 6,240 square feet. The price per foot starts from $140. The new capital will use smart technologies. It will recycle organic waste to grow food. Authorities will use artificial intelligence to optimize water use. This city will have an integrated transportation network. There will be parks, artificial lakes, a Disneyland, and a mega mall. The goal is for the city to be cashless and paperless. All the documents will be digitized. Some 6,000 cameras will monitor the streets. The military and security presence will be prominent in the new capital. El-Sisi became the president of Egypt in 2013. He ordered violent crackdowns on the opposition. More than 800 people were killed in the Raba massacre alone. Since then, he's been trying to prevent a revolution. El-Sisi's government has shut down political parties and punished journalists. Cairo was remodeled to make protesting more challenging. Dozens of streets were widened, which made blocking roads difficult. El-Sisi insists that Egyptians will thank him for the new capital. But how many ordinary people will feel at home there is debatable.
None of this is for us.
Say the construction workers.
It's for him.